What up? What up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It is What the Fuck Wednesday. We ain't got no intro today. Greg was busy. He's indisposed, so I'm running the show tonight. So yay. Before we start this mess off, we're gonna promote the 420 show behind us, Jokes and Munchies, up at the Selfie House in Cleveland, or Selfie Spot, Selfie, whatever the fuck. Look it up on Eargasm Comedy. Um, we gonna have food there. I guess I'm not quite sure. He's talking about stoner food, but he ain't a stoner. So, it's probably gonna be regular dinner and some drinks and everything like that. But we have comedian Alex DeCorvell there, Brian Petrie, D Miller, Manny Ortiz. He a Cleveland favorite out there. Ryan Weiss, and of course yours truly. Um, my saying, everybody think they're a smoker until they come smoke with me. So, so without further ado, we're gonna hit on a little bit of topics. We got our foreign correspondent Dino the Genetic Marvel in the house, and we also got one of the great men of the conspiracy world, big great Michael Bradley. We gonna I forget, he got a new show coming up, so we're gonna have him promote his show on his little platform too. But the reason why I wanted him on the show is because he's an avid supporter of Palestine, and I say fuck Palestine, and we're gonna talk about that shit tonight. So without further ado, our foreign correspondent Dino the Genetic Marvel.
What up, everybody?
How you doing tonight, Dino?
Living the dream, baby. Living the dream. I'm yeah, just yeah.
Yeah. I love Dino's smile. That's Dino's mushroom smile.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah.
He's just so jolly.
I mean, I'm feeling good.
That right now is the face of a man that could rip your face off and still go just to the psych ward.
Also true. That is factual.
And motherfucking from the deep, dark motherfucking Cleveland, Ohio. Big Grape himself, Michael Bradley. Oh, fuck. Did I just remove him?
I hope not.
Oh, what happened?
I don't know.
I think I removed him. Grape, come back. Motherfucker. That was my fault, ladies and gentlemen. Let me message him. Jesus Christ. How the fuck?
That's a notice to everyone. It's easier when you have someone like Greg manning everything. Yeah. It that makes life easier a lot of times.
Kicked you off by accident. Come back in.
That's wild.
Oh, dude. Oh my God. I guess that'll set precedence on how this fucking show's Oh my God. I don't believe I fucking just kicked Grape off.
I feel like you just treated him like Israel treats Palestine. That's kind of here. Get out.
I was feeling great earlier. You can't tell somebody how to jack their dick. All right, they got attacked. So you gonna tell them how they need to retaliate? If somebody punches you in the mouth, are you gonna let that dude's friend tell you, hey, you can't hit him that hard? Or nothing in the face? Or you can't kick him in the nuts? You can't keep pounding his face into the ground.
Well, see, that's the thing is too many people are of the opinion that you're like, oh, there are rules. There are no rules. That's not
exactly.
That's not a thing.
You can't tell somebody how to jack their own dick. Fuck Palestine, especially after the fucking 2 cow things. The fucking cows are supposed to be born in the litter box. They were born in Texas. That's fucking Burger King.
Hey, listen. I just don't support the murder of innocent children, bro. Like, they overdosed with what they did, man.
And they're chopping Israeli babies up. I do a whole thing on stage about it. What's brown and red and comes in 5 pieces? An Israeli baby.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
That's real.
I'm surprised we ain't just got canceled just right now.
Like,
Like I'm surprised.
oh,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's happening. There's somebody at the NSA just going, these motherfuckers again with their shit.
Get to that
Back with
motherfucker's
their
house
shit.
immediately.
Yeah.
They on your ass, man.
You know what?
Here goes what I think. Man. I think you got your bad apples on both sides. But for one, what I've been hearing in a lot of reputable sources is that them dudes didn't even do that shit. That Iran did that shit.
Iran doing it now too. And you see the Jordanians, who is against Israel, is now all on fucking Israel's side.
Man, listen. All I know is this shit can't afford to get much bigger than what it is.
No, not at all.
Because
but it's going to.
It's definitely going to. Because I feel like Iran told them, "Hey, listen, man, y'all got us. You hit us in our jaw, we hit y'all back in y'all jaw. Everybody go home. Nobody got to hit nobody else." And then Yahoo's like, "Nah, fuck that. We're punching you in."
Yeah, exactly. But again, just like I was just telling Dino, that's like, we all together. Somebody come up and punch you in the mouth, and then you go get ready to beat the dog snot out of them, and they tell you, "Oh, you can't hit him in the face. You can't hit him you can't kick him in the nuts. You can't smash his head against the wall."
Like,
what the fuck?
Look, I'll be honest with you. If somebody walked up and punched me in the face, I would kind of just be like, the audacity. Like, I'm like, man, you have some big ass balls, because I will rip your face right off. There's no,
You're my fucking hero for obvious reasons, hero.
That's what people will tell you when you take 7 grams of mushrooms. That's how that works. Yeah, it's.
I'm like, you have the balls, little man. What are you doing here?
You know what? But that's like, I've had so many. Like, I do a bit on stage where I'm like, I'm older, but like right now I'm in the best shape of my life. Right? Because like up until a few years ago, I was 500 pounds. So I'm like, if somebody, like, I kind of want to see what I got, just because, let's see what happens. But at the same time, I don't want to get my ass kicked. Right? I'm too old for that shit. So like,
I've been wondering, you get that little itch every now and again. Every once in a while, you see me a little bit fucked up, because
all the time.
I'll be like, I just wonder if I still got it, and I'll just go to a bar just to wait for somebody to start shit.
So
I mean, I was known to go into like redneck bars and sit next to the biggest redneck and be like, I fucking hate country music. I used to do it in black bars. I used to do it in Puerto Rican bars.
That's called asshole. That's called little.
That's called being an asshole.
That's called little man's complex, bro. You're like fucking.
Yeah, that's the Chihuahua in me.
Well, that's definitely what it is.
It's 100%.
I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that shit, bro. Like, so I can't.
Bro, like, there's been too many times where people will start talking up, and I just put my hand on their entire chest, and I go from like, bro, I can go nipple to nipple, and I'm just like, hey man, you should calm down. And they look at me and they're like, you're probably right.
Can you imagine that, Grape? Somebody just with one hand touching both your nipples at the same time.
I mean, yeah. Like,
I wouldn't know whether I would be mad or my dick would get hard.
Like a little bit of both. There's definitely that side.
Yeah.
But either way, there ain't gonna be no fighting. You're confused now.
Man, if a man ever at one time touched both my nipples, it's gonna be some furniture moving.
With one hand. With one hand.
It's one of those things where, like, listen, if you want to, we can do this, but I'm telling you, it's not gonna go the way you think. Like,
how tall are you?
Like 6'2", 6'3", around.
Oh shit! So we're about the same height. I'm probably a little. I'm like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. So
yeah, calm your little head ass down, Marco, before we touch your nipples.
Well, this is the funny thing is, like,
both you guys' weakness. I know both you guys' weakness. It's my Viking horn that I got sitting right next to me. I know both y'all weakness. I done watched both big men fall to that Viking horn.
Oh, hold on. I coughed. I leaned over. I never took a knee, sir. Okay.
I never heard of such.
You took the stage, though, didn't you?
I did take the stage. That's for sure.
Yeah. I never heard of such a thing.
Yeah, Dino has you in some size, Grape. Yeah, so I'm kind of it's weird, right? Because like I used to be 500 pounds. Like I have the body that's built to hold that kind of weight. And even when I told people I'm 500 pounds, they're like, really? And I'm like, oh, trust me. Yeah. Just pick a piece of furniture and I'll just break it in half. That's no problem, right?
Right.
So
yeah, Dino got like we and Dino kicked it out in Cleveland. It was like walking next to Andre the Giant.
It's okay. So it's this is the weird part is like I've had that so many times where people are like, oh, it's so much easier walking beside you. Like I have no fear. And I'm like, why? It's just walking down the street. They're like, yeah, but there are crazy people here. And I'm like,
perspective, because I walked next to you and your titty was on my head. And he's losing weight, so he's able to pick the titty up and actually stick it on my head.
Hey, that's the marvelous part. I'm like, I got no titties going on here. It's pretty it's amazing, but
yeah, that's like
it's fucking bro.
It's what you are, buddy.
It's a weird situation to be in, but that's for sure. No, it's but yeah, no, that horn, bro. That horn is fantastic, but also that is the devil's fucking foreskin. Like I don't know where the fuck you got that shit,
that's
but it does it makes things a lot worse. I'll tell you that. Like he used to have that red. Well, you had that red dildo thing first, and I'm like, all right, but then the horn is much worse. That's.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Oh, you've hit the horn, bro. Yeah, you have hit the horn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You remember now.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah. Now I do. I had to like draw it loose. You know?
Absolutely evil. That's for sure. But
that's Odin's horn right there, baby.
I don't know, man. You know, my Misty Blue will get that motherfucker run for his money.
I'll sit here and smoke this motherfucker all night and not fall out while I watch y'all two big motherfuckers fall out like the Titanic.
Oh,
like God. It was so bad when Dino got on stage. He said a joke, he stopped, and then he looked at me and was like, fuck you, I hate you. And then he did another joke, and he stopped, and he was like, fuck you, I hate you.
Bro, like, yeah, there was like a lot of material that I just
for it. He said it like 5 times. People got up and fucking loved him for it.
I mean, also too, I had to turn to everybody. I'm like, so just so everyone knows, the Care Bear got me extra high. It's not my fault. He was wearing a full Care Bear. And then I was like, so listen, just to be clear, you guys can see him, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, he is real. It's not in my head. Okay, yeah. I mean, I feel like there's you always need somebody that is up to constant shenanigans. As long as it's not like malicious shenanigans, it's a good time, right? That's the whole. Yeah, the only problem was I hit that horn like 3 times, and then I went inside and I was like, oh, is there any water? And they're like, no. And I'm like, go get some. What the
water?
So people kept on trying to talk to me and catch up, and I'm like, I need water. I'm like, I can't breathe, and I'm like coughing and shit. And they're just like, oh yeah, we'll find some. I'm like, bro, just get me a garden hose at this point, you fuck.
Man, what kind of outback fucking places Marco have you
we was in the back. In the front they had wine and they had beverages, but we was in the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I love when they're like, oh, you can buy a couple beers, and I'm like, give me water or I'm gonna murder everyone. How about that? Like this. Yeah.
I will bite your fucking face off, but my mouth is too dry.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where people just kind of look at you, and I'm like, I need water, and they're like, I'm not sure. I'm like, listen, I'm just gonna take whatever I want, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. So I'd like water. I mean, yeah. I love how, and they were like, I'm not sure. And I'm like, you can't stop. There's nobody in this room that can stop me. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want. So best of luck.
Dude, that gives me an idea for that place. If anybody at that Selfie World is listening or hear this shit, for the next time Dino come into town, you need to make a small city thing, a cityscape. So Dino can walk through it like Godzilla. And just make the buildings out of fucking Legos so you can smash them.
I mean, I'll do it. I mean, I already went in that Barbie box that they had. So they had like a pink box. There was like
I know
a
I
Barbie,
got my pictures in it.
and I just stood in it, and I'm like, the Barbie like came up to my eyes, and I'm just like, I don't fit in this box. But no,
I'd have been like, take the picture.
oh, yeah.
Just would show the bottom part of my face and shit. Like introducing R. Kelly Barbie.
All right, so we're gonna get back to this news shit here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I just with this whole Palestine and Israel thing. First of all, I think we just don't need to be there. You know,
Absolutely not.
I'm looking at it right now as like a football game, and my team is Israel. That's it. You know, but as far as the whole thing, they don't need to be playing in that stadium. You know, they don't need to be in that stadium at all.
Yeah.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing with Israel. When you tell people, all right, y'all cool to go here, and that's where they're supposed to go to. Oh, we ain't gonna bomb y'all. This is a safe place for y'all. This is a safe place for y'all. And what, 2 or 3 weeks later, all of a sudden they all bombing the shit out this place. So now they have to move further down. You ain't gonna bomb there neither, right? So now you push these people.
Bruh, in war, that's called intelligent. The fuck you mean? If I'm trying to kill a rat, I'm gonna put some cheese out and be like, here's the cheese. Look at this good cheese we got here.
These ain't civilians that they're ushering to these places, to these safe zones. These are fucking innocent, regular, everyday people. These are families.
Again, how are we telling somebody how to jack their dick? Because them innocent fucking families would fucking stab you in the throat right now and pour hummus in your asshole.
I mean, that sounds like a good time, but let's be honest.
I'm just saying, man, they teaching their babies to hate Americans. They in America protesting right now in New York, death to America.
Yeah. Dude,
that's your team?
Did you see the dude? He opened up some kind of business in Illinois, and he right in his little office space. He raised the Iraq flag right in that motherfucker.
Yeah. But you know, little white dude put a fucking swastika up in his fucking office. All hell will break loose.
I mean, that's for sure.
Ain't it the same now? A Palestinian flag and a fucking Nazi flag are the fucking same now. They were all Jew murderers.
I mean,
same as Ukraine.
Listen,
exactly.
There's a lot more to what's going on than just one right? Because look. I
thought there was a lot more. It's over the cows, man. I wanted to be more. When that piece of shit came out with his little fucking picnic wrap on his goddamn head and his AK-47 in his hand and said that the 2 heifers were an act of aggression and that's why they fucking bombed Israel, fuck you and all your people. Bomb them all.
Well, here goes. You got to look at it from their point of view, and you know how they are with their religions, with their traditions. After that eclipse, it's supposed to come that sacrifice in the red heifers. Then shortly thereafter, they dome of the rock is supposed to be destroyed.
Yeah, but see, that's the problem, though. I looked into that prophecy. Them fucking cows have to be born in that litter box.
Yeah,
that's what they said.
No, that's it. They're done. The Palestinians should be laughing their dicks off right now because they're fucking wrong. You know, you can't. If here in Puerto Rican witchcraft, you kill a chicken. You can't just come home with a bucket of KFC and start chanting over it.
I mean, let's be honest. I would still try. Just it's a little bit better, right? But this is the problem: is when you have an entire nation state that's governed by religion. And then trying to say, well, we deserve it. And you're going, hold on, it's prophesied. And you're going, hold on. None of this shit. Like, look, the problem is that there's too much history that is absolutely ludicrous, right? So if anything, they're just looking for excuses to fight amongst each other, right? So
that's the thing I don't really understand. You know, I mean, I cannot wrap my head around this right now. We are in 2024. we are supposedly the most technologically and informationally advanced than we ever have been. Supposedly.
Theoretically, yeah.
At least for this set of human beings that we're running. So, how in the fuck? I mean, and the litter box isn't all just primitive. You know, we always see the fucking caves and we see the this and that. No, the litter box is very, very technologically advanced. And they're like little 15-minute cities in the spots in the desert. Like Abu Dhabi, where Garfield used to send that little bitch that used to fuck with him. That's some bomb ass shit in Abu Dhabi. You know, you gotta, if you look into all that shit, the litter box ain't all what we be shown. Or we are shown. Jesus, that grammar was terrible. So, I mean, if we got this much technology, I mean, I could understand having love and having respect for a culture and a religion that you was brought up on. Having, you know, giving, you know, again, giving its respect due to the ancient. But look, how many years, how many millennia have people called the devil? And the devil never popped up. Now, supposedly he has here and there in certain rituals, but that's just like a lot winning the lottery. That's winning the lottery, getting the devil to pop up, just like Jesus or an angel or any of these other beings.
No, man. From what I hear, it's not that hard. They say you
look, man,
he'll come for you.
Man,
and I heard that from a few different people who will really be like, yeah, if you.
Why is Diddy fucked up? Why is Epstein in jail? Why or dead? Sorry. Why is Jelaine in jail? Why are all these people? You know, because they called Satan and they didn't make it. Aleister Crowley, the worst man in the world, he called little gray people demons and shit. You know, they supposedly manifested. He dead. He dead. Yeah. If you got all this power, wouldn't you make yourself immortal?
How do you know he's not?
Because with this day and age, Aleister Crowley could be doing on the Oprah show right now, and people would love him.
Bro, we just had a whole conversation.
People would love Aleister Crowley right now.
You don't know if that's him walking in a whole nother flesh suit. We just had a whole conversation earlier about it's been technology, how to clone each other.
Yeah,
they've been having that technology since
programmed what the fuck was that?
Bro, the elite's been having the technology and they've been having the ability to do this shit for centuries.
Well, that goes into what me and Dino always talk about with the AI. When you can download your consciousness into a chip, and then once they have a body for you or a robot for you, then boom, you live again. But now what they're saying is like they have a way to actually, supposedly there's a way to control possession. So it isn't so much putting your consciousness inside of a machine. It's putting your consciousness inside of another body. So it's a controlled possession.
But listen. Remember the fool Tho say that, man? He said that every few hundred years he go and switch his avatars out. So all he doing is uploading his consciousness into a different body and walking around in it. So that mean that think about this. Now break the bloodlines down. Who the bloodlines is that are still, we know that, okay, well, this is your lineage, this is your history, this is your boom, boom, boom. You're an elitist, you got all this technology behind you. You can keep reincarnating at your will. If you in the end, that's what I really think that a whole bunch of these motherfuckers, when they pass on, they're already somewhere else in somebody else's body.
Well, see, I mean, it technologically wise, it's possible now. But I mean, they said the Hindu people said. I mean, that's in all the Rig Vedas and all that shit. The Hindu people believe in reincarnation. Then that goes back to the whole reptiles on the moon and they pushing our fucking souls back.
I mean, that's what they say it is, a soul trap between, what is that, Saturn and the moon?
Yeah, that's doing too much. And see, anything with the reptilians, man, I just can't buy. I mean, I can make a good argument for the reptilians and not even alien ones that are biological from Earth.
That have been here way longer than us. They've been here way longer than us.
Bruh, I've seen even a chameleon, a real reptile, when it changes its color, you can still tell what the fuck that is. You know what I'm saying? The shape-shifting thing, unless there's some kind of magical thing or some kind of technological thing, which I don't think there could be a magical thing.
Well,
But
no,
unless
from
there's
what
some technological thing, which
from what
not everyone there, because if there's a whole race living on Earth, there got to be their poor class. They got to have class of people like us. Not everybody got to have a little switchy thingy to turn them from a gecko into a little Mexican.
No, listen. So what?
Who knows?
What I know about the technology is they got some kind of frequency that they projecting off of themselves, and it affects something like one of the cortexes up here, to where we don't see them how they really. So basically, they're not shape shifting. They're not changing. They just changing your perception on how they appear to be to you by using technology.
Well, supposedly people in witchcraft have been doing that for years. I forget what the fuck it's called, but it's pretty much just changing your perception, and it's through vibrational things. But in the end, you can't hold that shit forever. That's like blowing out. You get you a good few 20 seconds of a good strong, but eventually the air is gone. You got to suck some more back in.
Hey, what about this? What about if one day what about if they had a system like how we have a grid, like an EMP shut they shit off, and they all just get exposed at once? Oh, I'm gonna patent that to the military. If you motherfuckers ain't thought about that, don't come.
Oh, see, now that'll get us shut off. That sounds like some HRC shit right there. That'll get us shut off right there.
Hey, I'm just think about it though, bro. Like, think about it. If they could put an EMP for their particular whatever it is, and do like a boom or just a cold little blast and shut that whole frequency down, man, how many of them motherfuckers you think could pop up all around us?
Well, see, that goes back to I heard this a long time ago, and it still leaks through every once in a while, that supposedly Vladimir Putin knows about the whole alien thing. They've known Russian knows forever, and Vladimir Putin hates aliens, good ones, bad ones, helpful ones, not helpful ones. He got this thing he got a hard on for killing aliens. Bro. Now, supposedly, there's a lot of bases over in Syria in the litter box. And that's why the Russians, for the longest time, was just said, fuck it, and started hitting shit like that. So, if anybody got that technology already, it's the Russians. The Russians, because that would be the first thing that fucking Putin would have. If I was going after him, and I knew that this is how they was doing it, well, I need to develop a weapon or a way to stop that. So,
I mean, shit, from what I know about the Russians, they got one of the arcs.
No, I heard that shit got taken with that Russian bishop over to fucking Antarctica. It was the Ark of Gibraltar. Or was it the Ark of Gabriel? The Ark of Gabriel.
Yeah, the Ark of Gabriel. Yeah, that's the one they had. Yeah, the Ark of Gabriel.
Yeah, that Orthodox dude. Now, the Russians, the Orthodox, and the fucking Muslims never got along. They met up. The Muslims gave this shit to the Russians, was like, take it.
Take that.
Then the Russians met the Pope in Italy. That motherfucker was like, go. They took that motherfucker to Antarctica. And that's when all them earthquakes and shit went off. That's when Neil Armstrong got real fucked up.
Yeah, he said whatever down there is pure evil.
From Washington got told to get the fuck out.
Yeah. Neil Armstrong
Carey.
Jim Carrey. The Big Chin.
John Kerry. Yeah. Supposedly, the story goes in the conspiracy thing that there's a race of beings that are called the Archons that live down in Antarctica, and they was delivering this weapon to the Archons. And Kerry went down there to negotiate so the Americans can get that weapon, and he got told to go fuck himself. And Neil Armstrong found out about it because he was down there and bailed. And in the midst of him leaving, so he got real sick. And Kerry, I think, his fucking brain almost went down and shit. And there was a big fucking earthquake that hit what the fuck was the name? New Zealand.
Yeah. Man, what do you think about Russia just left the Antarctic Treaty too? Probably about 6 or 7 months ago.
Well, I mean, Russia not long ago started claiming parts of Alaska.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, technically, it kind of could.
I mean,
who's going to stop them?
You know
Alaska? Come on.
You know, it's real fucked up though. They used to make fun of that that hot nitwit that was running for vice president,
Sarah Palin. Yeah,
because she
I
used
can
to
see
say that
Russia
she
from my
could see Russia
backyard.
from her backyard.
Yeah,
but
you could see
depending
Russia
on where
from her
you're at
backyard.
in Alaska, you can see Russia from your backyard.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I mean, that's just a bunch of uneducated fucks who wanted to make her look stupid, which she was, but still, she wasn't wrong.
Well,
Hot piece of ass, though. Hot piece of
Oh
ass.
my god!
Yeah,
Oh my god!
If I ever
To
could
this
have
day,
banged a
she's still
politician, she
fucking
would have
hot.
got it. Yeah, my mama, she could have got it.
Oh, there's no question. Come on.
Hey, but wait a minute. Does that? What's the one lady name who just got caught in the theater like jerking some guy off or something? What's her name?
No, wasn't that one of our the Republicans?
Yeah, with the glasses.
Yeah, she's a hot one. She's fucking hot.
Bro, look, think about her and think about Sarah Palin. I think, bro, they.
Hold on. What's her name? Who's this?
I can't think of her name. Somebody
she was
set
running
her ass
for
up.
Nikki Haley. No, it wasn't Nikki Haley. It was Oh my god, she's so fucking hot too.
Her name kind of reminds me of like Lorena Bobbitt or some shit like that. But yeah, it's something like it'll pop up in my head. I think kind of, but probably not.
Yeah, she was big. She was big on the Republican thing. She got a divorce and she started fucking with some dude, and she just became a freak.
A freak.
And I mean, she wasn't doing like nothing loose, like everybody. She wasn't trying to hide it. She was
Lauren.
Just doing shit.
Her name is Lauren Boebert.
Lauren Boebert. Yeah, Boebert.
I knew I was close, cuz. Okay.
Oh yeah, she's hot too.
Yeah.
She was groping. Hold on, let me see. There's pictures.
She was rubbing cock.
Good.
Basically. Hey,
I mean,
that cock was of age. That cock was of age. God damn it.
Hey, you could tell she was set up because somebody filmed that shit from the second balcony up.
Oh,
like,
dude, they already said it was a setup. The dude,
Hey,
the whole dude that she was dating, he was fake. It was all a big setup.
FYI, in movie theaters, they will have a camera pointed at the audience with night vision goggles to make sure nobody is
recording.
Well, no one's fucking. That's really what it's for. They don't give a shit if you record. I've recorded shit. And I'm like, yeah.
Just don't fuck.
Yeah, just don't fuck in our seats, you pervert.
Oh, dude, and back in the 90s, they got to have a whole, whatever the length of Beavis and Butthead Do America. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Me and the chick I was with was the only ones in the. Well, no, there was another dude, but he was sitting way up at the top, and I didn't give a fuck if you watched.
My wife acts like she ain't never got her shit hit in the movie theater. Now I'm finna have to.
She's thinking about the dude she was with when he was hitting it.
Now we finna have to go to the movies. For us to go to the movies, it ain't impossible.
I told you, she was thinking about that light-skinned nigga she knew before you.
She ain't never met another nigga before.
You know the one who always had gas in his car.
Wildly inappropriate.
Hey, look, wait a second. Stop.
You're late, sir.
About 2 minutes.
Oh, here we go.
Never come between Marco and some cock.
Oh, I got some new cock. I told you. Did you see me walking around the picture of me at the flea market with it?
Yeah.
And then I went to the bar and performed at, I don't know, some bar that they wasn't digging my jokes at all. So I just made the fuck of it. I threw the cock on the bar, looked at the barmaid. I was like, you don't mind if I have my cock on the bar, do you? She's like, and then I forget what the fuck I was dressed as.
Something heinous for sure.
I think I was dressed as a Tigger. Yeah, because I asked her if she liked Tigger cock.
One day, man. One day.
Like it's only worse that he walks in wearing these outfits, and you're just like, oh, this motherfucker. Just nothing is gonna come from this. And he's like, hey, who wants to see my cock? And just hold up.
You just never fucking know. Like, what
no. You always know. You always know,
one.
But you never know which one. That's fair. Yeah.
And then not only that, it ain't gonna be which one. It's gonna be which time with hella ones. He was like, dude, I got like 3 other ones in the car. So that's one time. And then every time it's that, and he'd be like, man, one of my favorite ones though is that cowboy one where cuz like got the horse.
Oh, the midget on the horse?
No,
look, I got one. I got a midget on the squirrel too. I got a midget on the squirrel now.
Oh Jesus!
And I think I got a midget on the fucking on a unicorn, but I'm gonna pull that out in gay month. Because usually I got the cock one. I got a big inflatable rooster, and I pull that out for gay month. Because if they like staring at cock for a good 10 minutes, there you go.
Why don't you just put on a bear costume?
I ain't got, dude. I got Care Bears. I always got all kind of bear costumes.
You already know what it is.
I got the rainbow Care Bear too. Yeah, gay month is a whole month.
I gotta fuck them up if they know what they. Hey, you would get sexually assaulted that day, Marco.
Dude, you seen when I did the transgender chickens?
Oh Jesus.
Dude, I came out. I did a couple of shows like that. I had a regular chicken outfit on, like a female chicken, and then I had a rooster outfit on over it. And I told everybody, y'all done staring at this cock. I'm gonna let you know I'm into equality. I unzipped it. I was like, I'm a chicken that identifies as a rooster, and I pulled it off.
I mean,
hey, I know your ass was burning up. He really dedicated.
Dude, I was down in Atlanta like that. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember you put man. Yeah, your ass.
Hey, look, Atlanta is dick stuck to your leg hot.
Well, look, that's that swamp water hot.
Ooh. You don't know whether you shit yourself or you just sweating?
No, I don't say
yeah, look, ass cheeks was rubbing.
I mean, yeah, but you should know if you shit yourself. Like, let's be honest.
You know the slipperiness of the ass cheeks when it just get that certain type of wetness.
No,
I mean, I'm Greek. I know my lubricants when it go between cheeks. That's,
man, listen, I take emergency courtesy wipes like 5 or 6, 7 times a day. If I feel any kind of, if my shit ain't. If I ain't positive traction to the ground.
If I ever see you in the corner just taking a quick wipe of your ass, like somebody blowing his nose.
Hey, don't mind. Hey, what about a motherfucker who just
what Craig doing? Wait a minute.
Don't mind me, bro. I'm just making sure I'm cool back here.
Yeah, I love how Marco just assumes that you're doing these courtesy wipes in front of everyone, where he's like, "Hold on, everybody, let me just courtesy
I know
wipe."
Great. I know Great.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, no, that's not it.
Fucking degenerates.
Hey, man, listen, man.
I don't want to shake your hand.
If I go to Walmart, I usually make the beeline to the bathroom to make sure I ain't gonna have no slippery.
Whoa, that is worse than walking around with shit in your ass.
No, it's not. It's going to make
Walmart.
Man, when I be in the Walmart, I be there for like an hour or two. So
that's your cock hairs on the edge of the toilet.
Dude, all I do is go in there and just take a quick wipe. Make sure ain't nothing there.
How are you taking an hour? An hour is not a quick wipe.
What?
He's not spending an hour in the bathroom. He's spending an hour in Walmart. Jesus Christ.
He said as soon as he goes into Walmart, he goes into the bathroom, and then he said he'd be in there in an hour.
No.
Listen, as a retired fatso, I have spent more than an hour on a toilet before. I had time. I just enjoy myself, right?
Hey, listen, man. I'm telling you.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm sitting in Walmart, but I hovered like a bitch.
Man, listen, man. What? Man, I'm finna take that shit. I'm finna.
No, hey, that's gonna be somebody else's problem. I'm not hovering over shit. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna enjoy myself. Maybe scroll a little bit. Okay, just take my time.
Hey, let me find out you in the stall and I can't see your feet because you squatting on the toilet shit.
No, I ain't doing the Hindu shit. The fuck is wrong with you?
Much worse.
I've went hunting before. I know how to shit in the woods.
Dude, listen, bro. I was doing construction.
Thanks,
work. I was doing construction work in Washington D.C. right, or right outside in the Maryland area, right. So it's that same type of bullshit ass, fucking really swampy, ugly, muggy, 100+ degree days, and all we had on the site was a porta potty.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm talking about, dude, you had no choice. And the nearest anything was at least, I don't know, about 7 to 10 minutes away.
I thank the universe for my white friends. I thank the universe for my my grungy white friends who we used to go hunting and camping kinda in the woods, and they taught me how to shit in the woods without fucking up my clothes.
I mean, that's valuable information.
Fucking right it is.
Yeah, like that is like there is a certain technique, and it's important to
Don't
know.
shit near your clothes. Put them
Especially
far
if
away
you
from
got
where
coveralls
Okay,
on.
hold on.
That's not
You
rocket
ain't
science,
going
bro.
into the woods and taking your pants off to shit. Okay, you gotta learn how to
See,
fucking
that's why black folks always get killed first in horror movies.
yeah, because they ain't got their pants on.
Yeah, they take the
Ridiculous.
shit or they
Man, if it's somebody there to try to knock me off, homie, I'm finna run through. Man, it's probably still gonna be a turd coming out my ass. I'm finna get up and get about that motherfucker, man. I'm out of
I
here.
mean,
what I
that's,
have
listen,
on is
no, because I can see you. I can see that motherfucker with a chainsaw coming after you. He stop behind the tree and wipe his ass with his little wipe.
Oh,
Hey,
courtesy
I
wipe,
might
bam, right to the face.
hey, I might got a long rail ahead of me, dude. I want to make sure my shit is cool in case I make it up out of there.
Squat and push your pants forward. Exactly. That's
Exactly.
you know what I mean. Like there's a whole technique to it. If you put your ass out and you legs forward, it's you know.
And if you got the runs, you adjust for the angle.
What?
Or
Man,
back
I
up
ain't
onto a
saying
tree.
You don't want to angle your
ass.
ass forward and then you start
Nope.
shitting in the curve, running down your fucking thighs.
What about if you have a
Absolutely
dickhead friend like Marco? He gonna come by you and push you. I'm not gonna even chance it, bro.
Hey, then you push their fate. You put their face in the diarrhea. That's what you listen. You push me, I'm pushing you, and I'm gonna push you much worse.
Yeah. That's
Right?
not acceptable. When I get
But
up,
what's that prison video I seen where dude was getting beat up by the cop behind him while he was taking a shit, so he stuck his hand in the shit and threw it.
100%. Listen, it's about close quarter defenses. That's why I always will have a burp ready to go. And if you push from the bat, you're getting shit right in your face. That's gonna happen. Okay.
That's the non fucking well, I had a brain fart.
Hey, what the motherfuckers call that shit in Chicago when the county jail? The Glock Dookie.
The Glock.
Y'all heard about that shit?
Passive aggressive. That's the passive aggressive force field.
No, you heard about it? The Glock Dookie.
No, I ain't heard the Glock Dookie.
Bro, it's like they shit in the toilet like a toothpaste tube. And the motherfuckers be walking around, be ready to squeeze that motherfucker. Like it's like they
shoot a poop noodle at you.
Yeah, that's called a Glock Dookie.
That's a poop noodle.
Man, listen, yeah. I mean, they got different phrases for different places.
Dude, I ever tell you the story about the poop noodle?
Listen.
Look, my daughter told me this story.
All right.
She come up to me and asked me if I knew what a poop noodle was. And I'm like, nah. She's like, you know, when you're doing a girl in the butt and, you know, she still has some poop up in there, so it goes into the head of the dude's dick. And when he goes to come, the poop comes out like the Play-Doh Fun Factory, like a little noodle. It's a poop noodle.
Listen, that doesn't happen from having a little poop in there. That comes from having a solid, like rammed full colon of doo-doo. Okay?
I don't care how much shit was in the ass. The fact that my daughter told me that.
Yeah, I was just still
also kind of an issue. Yeah.
And in that much fucking detail, that means she wasn't prepared to get pounded in the ass.
Or jizzed on with a poop noodle. Let's be honest.
I wish my daughter
wildly
would
inappropriate.
I wish my daughter would call me up and say, I'm finna tell whichever one of their mamas is next to them to slap the shit out this little motherfucker right now. Reach across where she at.
I told that shit on stage. I made a whole table of gay folks quit eating their dinner.
And
that sounds about right.
I shouldn't even say that shit because my daughters are assholes just like me, and they'll probably, if they hear this, they gonna call me and be like, "So, Dad, you know what a poop noodle is?"
Like poop noodle right yesterday. Hey, look.
People have boundaries. It is important. Have boundaries. And just don't. Ooh, God. Kind of Marco's frozen. That's fantastic.
Yes, yeah, indeed.
Well, listen, it will only get we you know, the NSA will catch up to him. That's just how it works.
And yeah, they might have came in there about that shit a second ago. They might be
I mean,
right now.
They were okay with the Israel-Palestine talk, but poop noodle, they're like, absolutely the fuck not.
Absolutely, that's where we draw.
Don't give away our secrets. Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
hear me?
No,
This
you're
ain't
still
the
messed
real
up,
you.
bro.
You're a fucking clone, dude. You don't look the same at all. You look
Bro,
totally
you look like you're operating on a
What
56.6K modem, like with
Dude.
the kind of shit. Like I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening with you.
Hey, you're on like you're on like a startup or a dial-up or whatever they call that shit, dude.
100%.
Dude,
And then you just
that around here
I-
and they do this
is
shit
that
on my
is
show.
that your face mixed with Tupac?
Hey,
What
this
the
is
fuck
how
going
Marco
on
gets
over
called
there?
out for being a reptilian. That picture right there, everyone, just so you know, that is
Marco-
reptile face. Marco might be a reptilian. He's scamming us all.
Hey, see, I just said the EMF technology. I mean, to make an EMP, and now they shut Marco technology off. What the fuck is going on?
Listen, it's hiding in plain sight. This whole time, Marco was the lizard person. He's like, you guys got to know about the lizard people. When he's out here being like, I'm actually the lizard people. It's fine. I get, you know. Now we know.
We've been infiltrated.
The worst part is his picture just keeps getting worse, and it still makes him look like a lizard person.
Right.
Fucking jokes, bro.
Are you at least hearing me?
We a little bit now.
No,
we couldn't for the longest time.
We know you're a lizard person, though. Goddamn it, the
Yeah,
gig is
now
up.
your true face got shown there, sir.
Oh yeah, we know what you do. Hey, your ass was like micro mini me. Your head, you like Deacon from the Muppet Babies.
I mean,
hey, I don't know.
Oh, there I go. I'm back.
You're back. You're back.
Okay.
So that goes to show you I know the frequencies.
Hey, his face is back to normal. Everyone, don't worry.
Wait a minute! I forgot I gotta change my voice back too.
Hey, no, I'm tired of Marco bullshit. Because earlier I was talking to him on the video, man. Me and him was talking, and I glanced away for a minute. And I looked back, and I was like, "Son, what the fuck? This nigga got a filter on."
He saw my son.
Man, his son grabbed the phone, but I didn't know his son grabbed. I said, when did Marco start wearing a fucking beard? What happened to your eyebrows? What if you know my friend? His eyebrows will never be seen in such condition.
Yeah, because my son's a fucking stoner gamer, so he just flop.
They got the same fucking face, though. They got the same face, just not the eyebrows and the beard.
I mean, those are some distinct eyebrows. Let's be honest. That's
very distinct. Very distinct.
Like, they need done, man. They ain't crisp. I got a show Saturday too. I gotta go see it.
If I was you, I have somebody be my sponsor. My eyebrow person would have to be my sponsor. Like, hey, listen, I'm gonna send you a gang of business, but you gonna do my shit for free, cuz. You feel me?
Oh,
dude, $12 ain't gonna kill my pocket.
It's just the beauty in the network.
Oh, you know that nice place that doesn't talk any English, and you just walk in, and you go, these two, figure it out.
Hey, so why the fuck my wife keep asking me for $100 that she don't never get to get her eyebrows done?
She likes that light skinned niggas that she like who take her to the movies.
We're on to you, reptile man.
That's why she like it. The tongue be on.
Hey, what's that one phrase they say if you try to get a motherfucker to say that shit and they can't say it, they like a reptile or some shit like that? It's like, man, yeah, it's like it's been like a thing that people.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Kind of, no, it's like a man, I gotta look for the phrase. I have to look for it, but yeah, they say if you can't get, if a motherfucker can't say that shit, that they tongue ain't the right way, that they might want to probably get away from them.
Okay, but
so what y'all think about alien bases in the litter box?
They're there.
Listen,
they're there.
Hey, let's be honest. There's more underneath that sand than any of us ever know. Let's just start there, because you're like, bro, even goddamn Saddam Hussein had like a fleet of planes underneath the sand.
I mean,
like, listen, there's secrets hidden there that we all have lost.
I mean, people want to think that the whole war was about some bullshit ass weapons of mass destruction. That wasn't about that. That man found Gilgamesh over there. He found that body, and he had a Stargate underneath his palace.
No, the Stargate was in the fucking ziggurat. Underneath the palace, he had all the fucking the books and all the technology and shit from the aliens.
Well, you understand what I'm saying, though. He had all the technology. So think about this. You about to go engage your enemy on the combat zone. You get there and you want to show your might, so you start destroying.
Let's destroy the museums, the library, and the palace.
Libraries. Yeah. Like, They ain't blew up no airfield. They ain't blew up no shit like. Hey, we trying to get y'all riches. So here goes what's interesting about that though. That's when Hillary Clinton was in the emails and she was like she wanted to resurrect
her name. We'll get shut down.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Right, thou who walks the world, shoot on the cornhead ass bitch.
She who walks behind the road.
Yeah, that's her. Let me shut up before.
No. You just describe her as the wife of America's first actual black president. That's
real one.
Come on, that's
fair enough.
Bill Clinton was the first black president. Let's be honest. Let's come on.
Definitely was.
And Donald Trump was the first nigga.
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
look, you can't tell me. I mean, I bet you when Donald Trump get president again, he walk out on the White House lawn with a pit bull.
Man, listen.
I mean, listen, it goes back to the gold stakes. You're like, that's a little bit, that's a little much, right?
Dude, black people tired of that shit. I mean, look at the turnout he had in Georgia when he came through there. Them people was lined up for miles, niggas. Look when he just showed up in Bronx the other day. Them Puerto Ricans was out there.
Hey, but when Joe Biden showed up in PA, didn't nobody know who the fuck he was?
Bro.
Like he walked in there like he was supposed to be recognized. Man, people kept on eating their sandwich. And then when they did notice him, they was like, they damn near want to get up and smack his ass or something.
Bro, I mean, well, that's the thing is his face doesn't look right. You look at him now and you're like, yo, that's not the same guy.
It's not the same guy.
I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing, but that's not the same dude.
Bro, look, me and my son were watching this interview with Joe Biden the other day, and it was supposed to be a live interview.
Of course not.
And they were asking him questions, and he had said something, and of course, his answer straight deferred, well, Donald Trump did this and that. And as soon as he got done answering that question, there was like a quick glitch. And I didn't notice the glitch. My son noticed the glitch. All I saw was his forehead get huge. Like it was a totally different person, dude. Like, I mean, now Biden got a big forehead, but this looked odd as fuck. Like you knew this was not live. This was not live at all. It couldn't have been.
Man, ain't nobody seen that dude live in forever, bro. Like he ain't been seen nowhere live. And if you
okay like it's Weekend at Bernie shit is happening at the White House though. Like let's be honest. Like that shit, that guy, you're like, bro, he's not. Like even if he is there, he ain't there.
I mean, look, what Donald Trump gets when you see him stepping out of his car, he gets what's called a 5-point. He gets a 5-point detail. That means that they got 2 at his front, 2 at his back. Secret Service.
Right.
When you see Joe Biden, ain't nobody coming nowhere near that man. Not even a little bit. You gotta.
Bro, he don't remember the codes. What are you gonna get from him? His pocket change?
See, I think that's all a big ploy, dude. No lie. I think if all else fails, his contingency plan is I'm this elderly old man who with a bad memory. He already used it. He already told us.
So if you such an elderly old man with a bad memory, you need to give up your position. You need to give your job up, sir.
Bro, but who's he gonna give it to? Kamala Harris? Jesus, bro, that's worse.
Now, if you can't be held accountable for your bullshit crimes and all the bullshit you did because you too old and you too this and too that, then you definitely have no reason being in charge of nothing.
But that's the whole. That's basically the entire House and the Senate.
I'm telling you. Michelle Obama is gonna come out at the Democratic convention, and that's gonna be who the Democratic nominee is gonna be. It's gonna be Michelle,
Michael Obama.
It's gonna be Mike, Big Mike, and motherfucking Kamala.
Big Mike with the pipe, bro.
There's a rumor going around. I haven't looked into it too much, but they saying that Michelle Obama is trying to put herself on a ballot as a man. Y'all heard that?
Nah, but what I did hear, and I posted it earlier, is fucking old Barry, fucking all his records and shit is sealed for 75 years.
Yeah.
Bro. I thought that was some fake shit. That's real.
No, that's some real shit. And not counting the tens of thousands of dollars that he had all the shit bleached and scrubbed before that.
Man, when I was watching African news a couple years back, they was talking about he had a spot down in Africa and he had some gold down there that was not supposed to be his, or it came from some kind of gorilla, whatever. He had a bunch of gold in his house.
Okay.
That house got raided. They don't like fucking Obama down there.
They don't fuck with him. Yeah, you know where that's from though, right? Okay, so his mama was a CIA agent.
Yeah.
Right. So
they set that whole get together.
Yeah. So her,
parents.
her husband was a motherfucker named Barry Santoro.
Yeah.
Right. And he was like big time, big shit hitman dude. You know what I mean? Like he was getting motherfuckers knocked off. So they say that cuz at that point in time he was like one of the top 10 richest motherfuckers in the world. You feel what I'm saying? So Obama, he's not who he really appears to be to everybody else.
Bro,
that marriage was kind of like one of the marriages that try to stop a fight in between two families.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have nothing on this hitman dude, this gangster dude. So they offered up, all right, well, why don't you marry this person and we intermix and help each other out.
Yeah. Hey man, that's old school shit. That's how it works.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
People thinking that it's not like that. You're like, yeah, that's just how it used to be.
Right? I mean, everybody finding out. All us conspiracy theorists, all us whack jobs, everybody who was saying that shit we've been saying for real. Frogs was making, or they was making gay frogs or whatever. All this shit is real. Yeah. All this shit is real.
Yeah, it's actually
all the way down to Diddy Diddlin, all the way down
gay,
to motherfucking Nickelodeon.
Super gay frogs, okay?
I mean, if anybody who was trying to debate that, all they had to go do was just refer back to the interview with the dude who actually conducted the studies. Yeah. Who said, he said, man, we noticed that the frogs was, they were male frogs. They had a full ribbit, the deep ribbit. So after a couple weeks of that, man, they ribbit got a little bit softer. A few more weeks, they wasn't ribbiting like how the male frog is supposed to ribbit.
Now, the way a lot of people put it out there, they was like, oh, they doing this because they making, a chemical to make people gay or whatever. No, they did an experiment on some frogs and found out that whatever chemical that they put in the water made these things gay. Now, knowing our government or the corporations in our government, that don't mean they wouldn't have used that to their advantage.
Absolutely.
But people like us not as extravagant as Alex Jones, but people like us is like, yeah, that shit is real. Alex Jones made it sound so crazy that people didn't want to believe it.
Right. So here's my thing, right? Here's my thing. Me and the homies had this debate, and he was like, well, why you don't think that? He's like, we drink water, like, why you don't think that it affects us? But I mean, they have technology right now that they can tailor craft a disease for a specific race on the planet that will attack just African Americans. So why they have one?
That's not new.
Got the fucking game machine. Yeah. Remember the whole show we did about the game machine?
Yeah.
The Canadians did that shit back when was that, the 60s?
No,
they deserved it.
All right, so thank you guys. That wrapping up the show tonight. Thank you guys for coming out. Be great. Fucking promo your show.
Oh man, shit! It ain't. It's about to be the Grapevine again, but it's gonna be over at Threshold Studios. That's my new home base. Got a lot of cool shit going on over there. We got the Schizos, the little skit crew. So if you want to do any kind of skits, any ideas like that, come on down. No ideas too small. Let's get some work done.
Hey, what about you, Dino?
So if you're in Toronto, I'm at Multicultural Madness this Friday at the SoCap on the Danforth. Sunday, live on my YouTube channel is the Roast of Cole Clayton, which is I'm hosting, and it's going to be absolute complete fucking shenanigans. So
I'm there.
Yeah, that should be an interesting experience for sure. But that's going to be happening, I think, at 5 p.m. on Sunday. So keep an ear out. And also just check out my channel. I'm doing all sorts of, I'm building Lego shit constantly and having a great time. It's, yeah. So.
All right. Stuff. You can catch me at the 420 show back behind here. I'll be hitting a couple other little open mics. Oh, no, that's Saturday. So I might hit a mic or two before then. Up in Cleveland. One more time. Let me get the names of these guys real quick. What the fuck is it? I done lost the goddamn thing. But anyways, it's 420 at the Sophie World out in Cleveland. Where the fuck C members? All right, and we will have the lineup is comedian Alex DeCorvell, Brandon Petrie, D Miller, Manny Ortiz, Ryan Weiss, and of course me myself. We're gonna be down there kicking it. There's gonna be food, drinks, some good times. Sophie World's a pretty cool spot. You need to check it out. That's it. So come and check us out. We'll see you next week. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Y'all be good to each other. We out.
Peace.
Hold on.